thing. Grab your Medicare card, grab your phone, and literally just call them right there. If you're not on Medicare yet, well then just grab your phone, call that phone number, you'll connect with an advisor, and again, it is 100% for free to get that help from them. And they're massively helpful. Anyway, after you talk to them, drop a comment down below. Use the word chapter within your comment. That's the keyword I search for, and I'd love to feature you in an upcoming video. And also add your name to this very long ongoing list of multiple pages of comments that I've received. Check this out. Multiple pages of comments that I've received from people in this community after they've talked to them. Anyway, let's talk about $24,480, what you need to know here, and why this is a very important line in the sand from Social Security that we all need to recognize very closely, because if we violate these rules, they take some of our benefit. We don't ever want to see a reduction to our benefit, okay? And again, my dedication here on the channel is to help you in any way that I possibly can, get as much money, save as much money, and maximize your money and your benefits, your income in any way, shape, or form. Again, obviously legally, right? We wouldn't do anything sketchy or illegal, but rather legally. All right, so here's what you need to know about this. Every single year, the Social Security Administration updates what they call either the earnings test, well, when it comes down to retirement benefits, or other types of benefits like disability, they call it SGA, substantial gainful activity. But in this case, we're talking about retirement benefits. So we are talking about the earnings test. Let me talk about it. And again, it's not a pop quiz. It's not a test. It's not a multiple choice test. It's literally just the name that they give it. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't love the name earnings test. I think it's a really bad name. I don't know why they would call it an earnings test, but that's just what they do. Anyway, so here's what you need to understand. If you are a Social Security beneficiary, you've already filed for your benefit, you are collecting your benefit, and you're basically between the ages of 62 and somewhere between 62 and your full retirement age. You have not hit your full retirement age, and you are not going to be achieving your full retirement age in 2026. If that is your case, so basically you're between the ages of around, say, like 62 and say 66 or so, okay? Somewhere between that range. Now, obviously, if you're 66 and some months, you could be hitting your full retirement age in 2026. But if you're not hitting your full retirement age in 2026, this pertains to you. Write this number down, take a picture. Well, don't take a picture because there's nothing to really take a picture of except for the chapter phone number right here. Well, just write this phone number down. Just take note of this. It's the $24,480. What is that? It's the earnings test for those individuals that will be having any kind of income, earned income, and also collecting your benefit in 2026. This is your earnings test, okay? It also translates into $2,040 a month is what that averages out to on a monthly basis. $2,040 a month, $24,480 for the entire year is the earnings test. What does that mean? It means that you can have earned income along with your Social Security retirement benefit, but if you exceed $2,040 on average per month or $24,480 for the entire year, you would exceed your earnings threshold for the year. Okay, what does that mean? And what are they going to do to me, right? Well, here's what they're going to do. They're going to garnish your benefit by $1 for every $2 that you earn over that threshold. Example being this. Let's just say that you earn $1,000 over the limit. That's awesome. Your income is great. I mean, you've earned $25,480, right? So $1,000 over the limit. That's really cool. However, be prepared. They're going to garnish your benefit by $500 in this situation. Okay, so $1 for every $2 that you earn over the limit, they will garnish your benefit, in this case, in this example, by $500. Because you earned $1,000 over the limit, they will garnish your benefit by $500. Okay, so anyway, what does that mean? Does that mean that you never get that money back? No, you actually do get the money back. At some point in the future, when you hit your full retirement age, they will actually recalculate your benefit and pay that money back to you slowly over time, not in a one-time lump sum payment, not as just a here, oh, we're going to pay you back really quickly. But no, over time, when they recalculate your payment, they will pay that back to you very, very slowly in monthly payments along with your regular monthly stipend, right? So your benefit might go up a tiny bit, but ultimately it'll be paid back to you over time, okay? So again, point being is that take your pick. What do you want? Do you want to earn a whole bunch of extra money and have your benefits garnished and then recalculated at some point in the future when you hit your full retirement age and then paid back to you? Or do you want to earn something below the threshold where you can ultimately max out the $24,480 limitation for the earnings test in this situation and also get your full benefit? You really got to take your pick here, right? So it's like, do you want to earn a whole bunch of money, exceed the threshold, and see a massive garnishment to your benefit, and also a higher benefit when you hit your full retirement age because they're going to pay it back to you and they're going to recalculate your benefits, so ultimately it'll be more money in your pocket at that point? Or do you want to stay under the threshold and earn less money, right? So it's kind of like this situation where it's like, well, what do I really do here, right? And the threshold, honestly, is pretty low, $24,480. Don't get me wrong, it's a decent amount of money, but at the end of the day, it's not like, if you're getting your benefit and you're also earning, say, that amount of money at the same time, it just is what it is, right? It's going to help you out, certainly, but it's not going to be like, whoa, I have this opportunity to make like a ton of money right now this year. I'm going to go at it and earn, $80,000.